There are so many sob stories floating around about illegal immigrants who just want a fresh start, and in some cases, that's true. We can probably all think of someone we know, or are related to, who came here for a clean slate and a chance to make a fair wage for a hard day's work. But we would be remiss if we just assumed that all immigrants were that way. Aside from the fact that allowing illegals to come and go at will would allow an open door for terrorists to flood in through our borders, unchecked and unvetted, it would also bring all sorts of undesirable in the form of gangs and just those unwilling to work. Let's face it, if you had a hard time hacking it in one country and you could just jaunt across a border and immediately get protected status along with free food, housing, and education, all paid for by the legal citizens, wouldn't you do it? Of course, you would, it would only make sense. Unfortunately, many of those illegals have gotten so complacent and comfortable here, they're willing to make some horrible threats. They're so sure that the liberals are going to protect them that they're making violent, disgusting threats toward the president who wants to make them follow the law and the first lady who he holds dear. This is repulsive and something that should land him in jail, considering who he's threatening. If that guy doesn't make you want to get your deportation on, I don't know what will. Of course, he's just one individual with violent, harmful intentions, but how do we keep these people with bad intentions out? Because there are hard-working people who wish to immigrate here, integrate into our society and make a good life for themselves and their family. If only there were a way to figure out which one these immigrants were. Oh yeah, we could vet them. Our system of immigration was set up the way it is for a reason. It wasn't to be a mean big brother who picks on the weak. It wasn't so that we could bring in the people who we thought would make us look good, or sane out all but the best and the brightest. It was so that we could protect ourselves from not only terrorists but the deadbeats who want to come here with a chip on their shoulder and a gun in their waistband. Trump spoke about this at his rally in Ohio yesterday. Since I took office, we have cut illegal immigration on our southern border by record numbers. 78%. Record numbers. And in fact, the ICE folks, I'll tell you what, and the Border Patrol Police, they are phenomenal people. They're working with General Kelly. And just so you understand, we've already started fixing much of the good wall that's already there. We've already started fixing it. But we are breaking records. And it was actually told to me the other day by somebody in Mexico that's very high up, said it's incredible because their southern border is getting very little traffic. Nobody is coming anymore because they know they can't get through our southern border. So they don't even come. Never again will America surrender the security of our people, the safety of our communities, or the sovereignty of our nation. We are cracking down hard on the foreign criminal gangs that have brought illegal drugs, violence, horrible bloodshed to peaceful neighborhoods all across our country. We are throwing MS-13 the hell out of here so fast. You know, we're actually, hard to believe that we are talking about our great country. We are actually liberating towns and cities. We are liberating. People are screaming from their windows. Thank you to the Border Patrol and to General Kelly's great people that come in and grab the thugs and throw them the hell out. We are liberating our towns and we are liberating our cities. Can you believe we have to do that? Chants of build that wall from crowd. Earlier in year, and Immigration and Customs Enforcement conducted the largest single raid of transnational gangs in the history of our country. We are dismantling and destroying the bloodthirsty criminal gangs, and well, I will just tell you we're not doing it in a politically correct fashion. We're doing it rough. Our guys are rougher than their guys. I asked one of our great generals, how tough are our people? How tough are they? He said, sir, you don't want to know about it. Then I saw one guy come out, a customs officer who is a monster. I said, so General, you think I could take that guy in a fight? He said, Mr. President, sir, I don't even want to think about it. I said, you're right, actually. We have tough people. Our people are tougher than their people. Our people are tougher and stronger and meaner and smarter than the gangs. One by one we are finding the illegal gang members, drug dealers, thieves, robbers, criminals, and killers. And we are sending them the hell back home where they came from. And once they are gone, we will never let them back in. Believe me. The predators and criminal aliens who poison our communities with drugs and prey on innocent young people, these beautiful, innocent young people will find no safe haven anywhere in our country. And you've seen the stories about some of these animals. They don't want to use guns because it's too fast and it's not painful enough. So they'll take a young, beautiful girl, 16, 15, and others, and they slice them and dice them with a knife because they want them to go through excruciating pain before they die. And these are the animals that we've been protecting for so long? Well, they're not being protected any longer, folks. And that is why my administration is launching a nationwide crackdown on sanctuary cities. American cities should be sanctuaries for law-abiding Americans, for people that look up to the law, for people that respect the law, not for criminals and gang members that we want the hell out of our country. We want to let in the good guys. We want the good, hard-working and the huddled masses, yearning to breathe free. Does that description seem like it would fit the guy in that video? I think not. We need America to be a bright spot, a shining beacon of freedom and equality. But if we don't keep the undesirable elements from all the other countries out and prevent them from leaching our economy dry, there will be nothing but another broken country, and not worth leaving to our children. So if you want to be angry about our immigration system, blame those who abused it and make themselves a thorn in the side of our economy. Blame the gang members that import their degradation and criminal ways with them. And blame the sanctuary cities that refuse to punish the law-breaking illegals, and are giving out prizes to the illegals who are crafty enough to move to their city, instead of landing someplace with serious law enforcement. If not for people like that, people like the guy in the video would never have the guts to threaten the leader of the free world, and people like you and I wouldn't have to listen to it. Share if you think people who threaten the first family should be deported on the spot. Follow us on Facebook at Freedom Daily.